ede ensuebo eda from ewodwa so bebia okwa onsa ebetimi akambe this way chocolate drink de ohia enso hie koko papa pa ene de aye na best point savings and loans and best assurance so ekan ho a na tese yentim ye yende esanse sika fam no ye betumi anya echigina papa pa enwekwe adaro maiden nsem no eba hye netie bi e wo DSTV channel 360 yamamu nyina akwa abade obete no ebi enie
Mampanyi John Dramani Mahama de atu edwa se emabunu womo edoso wo ebibrem hanaya nhwene yi a daachi bi no womo edoso no e de asem beba so womo anya adwuma anya
osuafo hwe enwuma ho nsem so asem wo de etu dwa se aban no aye krado so wo de nhihye mapa be gua kwan mu ama sikasem agina na aboa ama enwuma akọ enkan
osuafo a wo hwe apomuden ho ensem e de atu edwa se asem a esiye ewo Rich Hospital no womu hwe se bambo ho nsem ebetumi agina ne naso ewo manmu aban ayaresabia hodo ni nyina
United Nations Secretary General Guterres enso e de atu dwa se so hwe abibiman emu a Ghana eye fapem anapila kese e de ma empuntio
na koto akọ ama wakwakodi asem awie wo adanse asokwa abato a ekoso ewo eye 2024 ni munam so ama owura Katie Hammond wakasa de afa ho na yebekoni akotie se de abato ne nsem no osi efa no
yeko asante mantam emu a offense North Assembly woni edwumako bi a enhye aban ase akabom de nyema egu akwam a ebema enwumesua agina
ene ye na wotweda se de brichie abo asanteman no wosi nkonwa edi na wotweda wode ebekire eda asantehima yede ebeye na yi ti otumfo etena ase ema enintini ne akukudam ekoye a omkoma na yakọ ebi eye mampanyi abedi akire afi chief of staff ena owurasi edunketia ene wo mo apamfo ekoye a omkoma otumfo yakọ
ensem ne bebre eka we ho ye de bema wo obahema afiakire meni
akosia sapon se yera ensem ni mu ede a mampanyi John Dramani Mahama hekoya a woni empanifo kohia we eyedwumade sonko private public partnership dialogue a okopie mu ewo Japan no woni ebibiman mpanimfo ne empanimfo ahodo ehia ya wo mu ekasa no hena wo kye na dwen ede a kire mu se nei titiru se wo ba bibrem ha se de emabunu no si edoso no ese fata se obeye bibi ebetumi ama enwuma aba esan se wo mo anya ne saa yenim de ebetumi asie bibia betumi asie na akoye te se yete time bomb so enu ntibra no empanimfo no mo hwe no mo mie enwuma se de ebeye a emabunu benya bi aye no mo doso no ankofo haw amreye.
The demographics have changed, and that the majority of the population in Africa is youthful, and so there's no way you can grow a successful economy without investing in the youth. The youth form 60%. If you take the age category of between 16 and 35, they form 60% of Africa's population. And so that's not a demographic you can ignore. But aside from that, the world is changing, and it's now a knowledge economy. The youth are interested in certain sectors that are not the traditional sectors. And so in the creatives, in the renewable energy space, even if they go for traditional sectors like agriculture, they're looking at agri-tech and other, knowledge-driven aspects of those traditional sectors. And so it is important to find where their interests are and invest in those sectors so that you can attract the youth to go into those sectors.
United Nations Church for Penny Antonio Guterres na de wo kan nyina ene se o my Ghana so wo hwe yen e wo bibiman emu a ye fa pemsonko a ebetumi ahwe ama enkoso ne empuntio atumi aba na oni omampanyi John Dramani Mahama kasa ebra Tokyo International Conference a wo de ahyehye so afa African development ho ekoso e wo Japan no wone no etwetwen enkomo na wo kasa no wo chem se wo hwe Ghana yese de yetumi edit ntiman eyi a wo tumi ehu sanhihye nyina mpanyifo am ka bia ewom he wo ebibrem atoya man a wonsi kasem kabumuko eneko ECOWAS no edidi dwuma no Ghana nso yedi makotene bi pa eyi enti ebre bia no hu sede enema ekwa na chese enye ne nwanwa so obetumi aka se eba no enema bema ebibiman akonkan na Ghana nso ye gina na so brane he wo ebibrem atoya amemu a na chese Ghana nso ade a edi mu akotene pa enhyemudie koso e wo UN Secretary General ene omampanyi John Dramani Mahama entem wombota bi ene se dwumadie no enko awie no Ghana ebetumi ene Japan ene UN ede nhihye mapa egu akwan so a ebeboa ama asumdwe mapa edi hene na enkabomu akoso na afenso empuntio ene enkanko aba ewo abibiman emu enkanka dwumadie mapa Ghana ebedie enti
ye to aso dia na ye ko asantememu brichie ebo oman Ghana ena afeti tru asanteman ene se nana kunedu yadomotoso miensa nana kwa ekura eno nam so ama se ye kase ye die otumfo chese nani eda kotomo jamankasa eno nti na wotweda ekoso ema wosi enkonwa a wo hweye ema enkrofo eba ye nipa pepiankoma ena omo ba ye a wo mo ebema no yakọ ene ntiri ne akuku dam ne bi a ekopie mu ewo horon eye mampanyi abedi akire professor Nana Jane Opoku agema ye nyina enim se mampanyi woni Ghana eno nti na esese wodi aban empanimfo anim ema wonum ekọ se de be ya wo bekọ akwakọma yakọ ewo eho wonum ekọ ya womo ekoma yakọ se otumfo won hyeden na ye nyina na ade atọ yani yenim se nana kunedu yadom a otoso miensa oye asante hema ofiri musa na chese ha adwene yie a ye nyina yesu ewo ho eni ntini ekukudam afei mampanyi dada nana adodanko ekufu ado wokoye sanso ena mampanyi dada kofo ono so okoye sanso ena eni ntini ne ekukudam MPP amanyokuo no empanimfo wo so ekoye NDC amanyokuo empanimfo wonom ekoye emrahye bedwafo dodo no a ena omukopie mu ewo ho a wo nyina ekochiaye na yensuso yewuranom eye Dr. Osei Kwame Despite afei Dr. Ofori Sapon wo nyina nso wo ni East Legon Executive Fitness Club no wo nyina nso edi so ekoye a wonom ekoye ekoma otumfo yakọ ewo dwumedie yase eti na wotweda ne de seye kase yi ene ekopie mu sa asantemam obie ni ho ewoso osi nkonwa esanse sa dwumedie a na ekoso na wotweda no eno ena na eda paso a ehia power asantemam a na esese obia ama nani ekoso asa adwumedie ekoso sa
Oswafo hwe apedie ni enyuma ho nsem eso eye honorable Dr. Abdul Rashid Hassan Pelpu asemode etu dwase aban enam naso ye no so ede nhihye bi egu akoma ebeboa amachese efiti na ekoidie enyuma akoyie na enam so amesikasem so etumi agina ne nan so ewo mai emu
activity at the workplace, the role of social partners. This theme is timely and relevant as we strive to build a viable and sustainable national economy for sustainable development. Therefore, prioritizing workplace productivity and cooperation among workers, employers, and government is non-negotiable. Mr. Chairman, productivity is the backbone of any successful economy. It is the driving force behind economic growth, job creation, and improving living standards. However, enhancing and sustaining workplace productivity is achievable through the combined efforts of the tripartite constituents. Workers, employers, and government must work together to create an enabling environment that fosters innovation, creativity, and efficiency. As the minister responsible for labor,
I'm committed to promoting policies and programs that enhance productivity and support economic growth. This includes both labor productivity and multi-factor productivity. So as partners, we have a unique opportunity to collaborate and drive productivity growth. We must work together to create an enabling environment that fosters innovation, creativity, and efficiency. Very confident that with who you are, with the commitments you pose, with the challenges we overcome every time, I do believe that this reset agenda we are posing to Ghanaians and seeking to get everybody have a change in mind, a change in thoughts, and a change in action, I believe very strongly ICU will take the lead.
We call on government to revive distressed state-owned organizations, SOEs, many of which, if rejuvenated, can drastically reduce youth unemployment. These include New Plan Ghana Limited, PBC PLC, Cocoa Processing Company, Aluwex, Volta Star Textiles Limited, Akusombo Industrial Company Limited, New Times Corporation, Graphic Communications Group Limited, and Palugo Tomato Factory. Government must act decisively to resuscitate these enterprises and create sustainable jobs, especially for our youth. I know the current minister is passionate to see to it that the youth, our youth, are employed into gainful employment.
Osofo abedi akire a wono ene hwe yenkua eso eye onumunyamfo John Kofi Seto Domelo na wakopiem ewo bono mantam nimu we eye institutional farm a eno ehye Feed Ghana program no ase no ordinate ni akwakohwe sedie esi eko ewo.
In the Maba Bono East region, we schools na national service for one farms away. Now, we call national service farms or as I mean when I mean where or a little over 300 acres of maize of Febro or also facilities over to my dry Ebron, and so I'm very impressed with Nyamami War national service. Yeah, sounds so about a secondary school or institution in Kranza Technical Institute, or Bono Easter, once all farms were bro, and at the end of the season, we'll harvest be. Now we use what school no answer to be. Into Ian as a ministry, or they are one with some certain implements or certain inputs into farm service centers, and Bono East being the bread basket and pano basket of Ghana definitely a study ECB schools na churches will be to access them farm service centers will be to then why expand
Dayim panyimfo be free and krambaya ase se baja ne be ye bia na baba Bono East aba be hwe ye dwuma dia ye di fa Feed Ghana program ho na sa programming ye ka de hwahwaye ho se ye ne ye regional ye host wo mampanye ye enti ye ni nso so edi akire na de ba kwa ye hono ni se sa programming wo bobo ama ye nuane sem abefre no food security akosoro paye if they say uye oman na waduane sem enkoyi a ya na mpem bebre odan aman foforo but sa program ye roba amagana afa ne fa hodie roba ma Bono isusu yanya efa hodie nti ye besre mabu na be ya Bono isise ba benya adwuma nyina kua nso so eya adwuma wo de wo ho hyemu a wanya adwuma obia emfa ne ho nhyem na onya adwuma nye
ye say adwuma di ase na mampanyini eto na numutuo e ma ye direction no ne adwuma kuo no bebre edi nhyiamu aye no mo enya kasa e adwuma die no aye assembly no ahye omobo se ade bi a omo behia akade bi omo behia ade aye adwuma die no ye so aye ready say e be provided e dey am omo
aban any national service e kan bom
say a full or Odokwan Quanta or Encransa South District. Na nyameda ma yetuma dua ablo 300 300 acre ye adu tam che yetwa ntino ye bompa say edru November, first week of November ye betwa ablo no na ye beba no ye hu ye de ama poultry farmers ne schools for no so
yaye efu ye 28 acres ebronko a ene yaye. Apart from we so ye wo cashew kakra wo mango ye san wo poultry ye nkokọ ene mponche kakra ye wo e wo ha no sese no de nyaye mpa ye tractor ene marketing a ebeboa ama yetimi aye efu sa so na ye nya irrigation system a eno de enka ebeboa ye mpa.
Amai mako aduoson ennan ena ewiem bobre ne nete bia enya nsunsuanso a enye papa climate change no enye bi ewo mo so ebre wo se nsuo to a na ewie ebo ewo se pesi a na jada kwayem ni ade enti de ahokyere abom so pa ama sa amai ni nyina adwane akoto IMF ene World Bank akoje bosia na we no mo esre se ebre de mom so mo fantua bosia esu dodo enti climate vulnerable forum for the anu atum se ebe ya IMF ene World Bank ehun sa amai ne mobo na ebre no ontwim kakra no fantua wo ho aka.
To start with, from 2025 to 2031, the CVF membership's total external sovereign debt service payment will account for $746 billion. Our member countries that have done nothing for the climate change impacts that we are now facing, in our debt repayment, we have to, between this year and in the next 5 years, pay out $746 billion to creditor countries. So we are paying out more than we are getting funds into our own countries. So that is the situation that we are in. We are suggesting to IMF, the World Bank, and the international financial institutions that if they extend debt payment periods from the current 20 odd years to 40 years, we would be gaining $267 billion. If the international financial institutions would reduce interest rates lower to 1.3%. Again, we would find another $454 billion. It is a 37% reduction. So in the international advocacy space, we are working on these two main things: reduction of the payback period, or increase of the payback period, and reduction of the interest rates. If you look at the world map, you can see that Africa is green, South America is green, Asia is green. We hold the lungs of the planet. We have the trees. And everyone knows if these trees are not there, the planet will not survive.
Adeshimama yenye aboafo nkrato emra yeba yebeto akase bonoso. Yamamu akwaba ye twakase bono eso. Opanyini a wono ene da Department of Indigenous Arts and Technology. Ewo Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Eye Dr. Kwabena Esubonten. Opanyini ede atu edwa se enei ye ka TVET a ewo se Ghana titiru emabunu no womo emfa ne se womo ade mu a esanse eno ene beboa ama Ghana dachi. Ejina ne naso na ayefe.
Dr. Kwabena Subonten na ye peninya oda Department of Indigenous Arts and Technology a eno no Kwame Nkrumah suapon no emu wose ewo mu se Ghana umasuaku bata ye omafamu de nanso TVET enkoa ene ade a ebetimi asesa wo man Ghana na biebie nyuma bebre na ma mabunu bebre nanso anya adwuma aye wose so man bia ebetimi atumpon a na ejina nsan no dwuma so eno so na TVET for eye ho adwuma ye pa ensame wode tudwa wa bra na Ghana TVET service any Faculty of Art or Kwame Nkrumah suapon mu any Kumasi Technical University edi kapsubo mu a
services akabo aya partner said TVET schools we push na mo bia so we from faso dia and na we be said the culture and art and so by a means I be ma o man no any we are saying na say enokwa TVET institutions almost so e wonimdie almost so baby can almost so baby tre eti potential say what a school for what TVET institutions and no na ye da na di na creativity so I wo no and no so na ye da na di Sunday so pass obeko TVET institution but the final electrical so be sia onko sia electronics onko sia fashion onko sia new technology onko sia esa say no mu bia no I dey kwanya also be sia fashion also abeye somebody in the near future.
And watching no Asante Mantama Kwancha for your that TVET services are no engineer Richard Ado Jenfin so any UTV in Sam for to train Komusi.
Technical and vocational education and training. There are a number of opportunities. Akwanya bebre ewo Emma Yemana Omukosia Esano Ejuma ewo TVET institutions nimu. What we are trying to do, we are trying to have a holistic development of the learner where we create opportunities. Edu he putaye yes ejuma ye dino this year a year.
Commission for Technical and Vocational Education and Training CTVET. Woman wabua for akabum ama World Youth Skills Day 2025 no wadi ewo enkran wonam so chimpenyu for adwene sisu hia ehia se Ghana emebuno yema wo munya ensano dwuma ebeboa na watumi edi empuntuo aba omo abrabo.
I see this day as a very significant day because we as CTVET, all that we have been hammering is that we are urging, we've been encouraging the Ghanaian youth and parents to choose TVET as a pathway for the growth of Ghana because we are of the opinion that it is through TVET that we'll be able to create sustainable jobs, we'll be able to come out with entrepreneurs for the country, we'll be able to come out with job creators and not job seekers. And that is exactly what you've seen by way of the exhibitions that are taking place today. This is the government that has appointed a minister dedicated for youth employment and empowerment. Apart from that, I've mentioned a number of interventions that the government is putting in place, i.e. the National Apprenticeship Program, the Ejumawura Program, the 1 Million Codes Program, and a host of other programs that government is doing. Particularly this one will fall under the National Apprenticeship Program, and it's one of the programs that we at CTVET, we are coordinating with the National Youth Authority.
And Ghana, all over the world, no. Maybe almost how to me, young people, no, Asia, sending Duma be brave. And looking at Kramano, into say, young people now, Sasha, Sanya, if I say, do many Ghana, it's because you see a Ghana, before young people were another country. No, yes, and I told her. John Mahama buying any Saturday yesterday pass at least I make sure say young people on many skills now here catch your beer say and yet a buying quite juma say my young people skills who are bank who are NGO be our piano I say we fire home now making sure say young people in this country the amount the skills they require to better themselves and I'm bet me Ghana so
investment in students is investment in national progress. We must modernize our workshops with industry standard equipment. We must retrain and empower our instructors with the latest expertise. We must align our curriculum with the realities of automation, renewable energy, artificial intelligence, ATVET, and sustainable industry. And above all, we must ensure that technical and vocational students feel valued, supported, and prepared for the future. When we prioritize students, we don't just give them skills, we give them dignity, we give them independence, and the confidence to create their own opportunities. A well-trained welder can feed a family. A skilled programmer can employ others, whilst an empowered innovator can change the destiny of an entire community.
Afeyemfa yani enche Western North mantam ni mu ye kɔ sehwe so ekura e friend wa boni dua eni bedi ya che enkrofo bi a wo mo etu fom agudie wo mo nam kwapa so me kire galamsefo ni bi na ye che wo mo no ena wo mo bo amane se asojafo bi ni aposifo bi eya wo mo etaba ebre bi a wo mo taba ba bi a wo mo etu fom agudie no ebe gigi sika firi wo mo ho e ka kire mo so e ma mo nsuro mo nkoso nya modwuma ye ta mo chi se ye ba na ye de ewom ye kakra ewom mo de be ma ye de a ene ye bra no ye be ba ne abom ho ban na eno ene nam so ama we de wo muti anye ye aban krache wo empotem ho ene owura Dominic Jesse afa blue water gas fo no wo mo aka ho akwakoche se nipa yi a ye che wo mo no ene mo so bo sa asobo yi
ene the police bomb ma we nipa fo anu motor 2 1 aha number no money daleta e kasa e bia nti de ono ye daleta e aka
enu na soldiers for ba ye kra edwane nti ye dwane ye no na ye da mo flese mpanfo no mo di anim no mo mla nti ye daleta mo kwaye na mo kokasa ye daleta ba ye no se ye nya adwuma na o ma wie bibia na start ye adwuma na no pan so ye sole ya ye ba adwuma no ene ye beto mo wa ha na musan fled daleta mo mo koe na mo so makodi nkom o se anya adwuma na o ma tua bibia ena ma start ya ye adwuma so mo dia beto ye wa ha daleta ba o se 1000 na o de mo mo
timia official car na me de koe na pepe ka ba ko kan ho yakosesa jamfine ene pump machines na omo hoso omo niam omo de ye gadam se ni man ya kwesa bebre kakra e de aba na ya che nante be 5 enso aka ho a nka sei e de omo akugu mo yo so police station in statement mbo de mi akasa me report no mi aso na me side statement no fa say ya o say please for no e ye hwehwemu because the minimum say ene interrogation kakra ye no omo akasa omo ye adwuma sisi a na ya ko che omo omuni capacity amoni beto sane ma na san fidie no omo financiers ngofo ho no ma mototo sane ma ne de mo nti be pese please for be hwehwemu na omo sha ase potin na kasa yensa ntimi asom na mra eno mu adi galam say be be adru no enye ade a wo se tra ye hwe ha de yensa hye dem ni fo masa de we ekoso ne die nyina nya wo hwe koko a ye tuagu be be afi be ya yetu koko na tuagu na ye galam say nti be sere enuanom ebia du no yema enye hiasem ema ye nyina ema ne koye se gise ye de mpanyimfo sojafo ba mo so ansa ene bisfo ba mo so ansa yenka hu se bebia aye du no eye yenya gadamsie no ye na mo nya nso a guguru na nya ya kekeke nso de enya de betra hanom aya hwe ha na modi ewu a nti se ama bia ka nchiti makra nya nwo mo esan se enuo ne kemikasa hodo a modi di sa gadamsie no eyade a edini panya
July ewa fi emo na Ghana mrashebedwafo ebo mmodin a eji Fisheries and Aquaculture bill no etumo de na aka ne se omampanyi de ne nsa be hyase na ye emra enne aba beto dwese Fisheries and Aquaculture Act 2025 Act 1146 Ghana mampanyi His Excellency John Dramani Mahama de ne nsa hyase agiatum ama ye kase ayemra ne sa enti ne ebeboa ama asoye hwe ensuom nam ho nsem eso no o manya bedwa bi a ede ne ho a bedwa no behwe na ensuom nam ho nsem nyina ada na bem enu achi wo de mra mapa ebegu akwan so a enye mra keka eye adwuma ewo Ghana yempo ene yensuo ahoro so na mom ebetra ama amono ne mra ene nhihye nyina nso yatumi edi so enu eti koda mpanyifo besan hwe wo mra mu se afimu ni nyina enuane yenya efi epomu te se monkopos na koto ene ne keka ho no yamfa bia nkwa amono ne no na tese ye dia kwa menye sika bebro $425 million e dia to o mine photo emo enu achi nso no emra nti wo mo bemie mu yekete ekoba se obi hye esumase anawo nam kwati kwan bi so ekọ eposo akodi dwuma na etieti amra asotwe se fata mpanyifo behwe e de amanom ni nyina emu so behwe se omo koposo kodi dwuma se enyumayefo e wo posin eye pohyen aworo eso no obetumi abom ho eban enna emra dada no mdidi dwuma emo no se ne koba se bia baby ombeko akwakodu no mbetumi ayi nam no eye mouse be se ensia ya twim e de ko edumie no e de ama wo mo eno beboa amoma tumi achi nsuom nam bebre a be mada ne da afarefo dwumadi akoso na enuane nso abu ama omanfo enya bi edi sa Fisheries and Aquaculture Act emre ya omampanyi agiatum na abakosemo empanyifo chese ebeboa ama ensuom nam edwumadi atumi agina ne nan so ewo mai emo Public Relations Unit asoye hwe ensuom nam nsem eso ene de ensemi atu edwa
Adeshima mayenye aboafo nkrato a etoso mienu
ya marefo nyina akwa abaye toa kase no eso areru sembesi enne wa beka junction ha kuria driver bi a osusu se wadi mfinhia bese aduasa na wote ni motor bicycle ya register M17-V850 eso no ekoria ase a ka bi a eso na ntwe abọ na hwe watwa fa ne so amachiso woti nananom ewo ensiedo
traffic ne so aye no na ye gyenae nti ye gyenae no na traffic ne jae ye se be move no na trotro bi ne moto ne pre nti mo pre na trotro no ball no to ka na hye trailer na hye na trailer na fa no so ye hunu nyame nko ye hunu se otofo mo akire tais no anya ye na e ball no dabi o ball se na to ase ye horom no aha nti ye nya ye na e ball no dabi ka ye ball na ye nim na de na nya ye na e ball no aha nti spender no o pre no spender ni betwam no nti spender na boy no na kurusei etofo ne moto ni na nti o to akire tais no na tais na fa no so nti fa no so na me gina ase na spender na dwane because me se me pese me move car no no mo aba na bia na yansa kwa echi na yewi nti na me yes na me twa handbrake se me move car bia no aha me free beaucoup na me ko friend chain aveno cycle
bajana ye na wo soro na na ehwe but na traffic na siye no yeso ye gina traffic na so ye na pese move no na we know car na dini say car na dini na ba ye na car na be move na car na ball no na ba be to ya car na wa chiri oro no enti na esi yenso
na motor ra no o dare ne ho ena 207 no e batten ne sia no na ko hye car na se car we ne ku no enti no mo hwe no
ewo omemu ni nyina mu.
You don't need to literally fight. You have no right. It is not like I'm appealing to you, or it's like you are being persuaded not to fight. Or no, you don't have that right. It's illegal. It's unlawful to attack a health professional. And so the best you can do is to lodge a complaint. And that brings me to the client service. So this is what we are doing. We have some numbers available where if people feel dissatisfied, okay, I'm told the numbers have been displayed on the screen. When they feel dissatisfied, you can then call. The fact that you have called to lodge a complaint doesn't mean that you are right. We will look into the matter and then appropriately dealt with it. We have communicated directly to all the health facilities in the country through the Director General and the teaching hospitals that they must make these suggestion boxes and numbers conspicuously written or posted on all health facilities. So it is something I am pursuing aggressively. But that does not mean that anybody should or has the right to attack any health professional because the person feels he has not been given the attention. So the answer doesn't lie in assault.
Kasi bono haya na yedi esi na mekai mu se president yedi twiese apose papa eno na wo bia etrim enti se wo pe apose papa atwusi e president ye wo ahodo ye wo herbal afi ye wo chauko bidie de no na e wo triple action enkwada de so e wo ho store na eben wo e wo fie no wura na so pe president ato a sizes na so de e wo ho ubenya wo so no de ato de wo sachet mu krampo no ubetumi enya bi na wo ne abusua ni nyina de atwitwe mu se ama akoyie e de ama wo na boto ho de obi kasa gu so na sebe nanum ebon a ya pa Mr. President no e na odi betwu se abusua me mata de ehye de eye clothing palace e wo e manta de kama pa ba bia wo kobia no on sa no pa no hye ba ko bi e na nwumre masan hye we enti se wo kɔ na ba bia wo kɔ no wo kapɛ yetimi kyerɛw ntade no bi ye opɛ bia wo nsa ebeka oba se wo pɛ body se wo pɛ panties atɔ bibia ye de ye ma ho no wo kɔ clothing palace a onsa ebeka e de free e ho womo e wo Instagram womo wo TikTok ubetimi ni womo akasa e wo 0271998313 0271998313.
Akenkanfo eyemme Obahima Efiachire miniminua.
Akosi asapo yama momu ni hwa adehye.